Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Friday. And it's time to rank some 8-bit Nintendo games. Once again, this is the 30th episode. This is episode 30 of this ongoing series. We've got over 200 games on the list. And I've got a drink here. That I thought it would be appropriate to get this on the list because it's not currently on the energy drink list. It's C4 Popsicle Hawaiian Pineapple, actual like popsicle branding, which you can't really see here. I should either set up another little camera for close-up shots, or no, I was going to say I should go back to autofocus, but autofocus is always so crummy. On this shot in particular, that it's the turning it off is the right thing. This is the weaker of the C4s compared to C4 Ultimate, the black cans. Those are more like 300 milligrams. These are 200. But I love pineapple. So the idea of a Hawaiian pineapple flavored energy drink sounds incredibly appealing, especially like a pineapple popsicle. That sounds real nice. So this sounds real nice to me. I don't know. And there's been some pretty good C4s. What's our highest ranking C4? Orange Creams at number 7. This is I've got high hopes for this. I've got high hopes for this. Not a very strong smell. A little bit of the pineapple scent, but well, this is it's not a very strong flavor. When you think about a cactus cooler, or you think about a pineapple soda, or things of that nature, a lot of that stuff is just off the charts sweet in a way that I think works specifically with a pineapple flavor. But it but this is fine. It's just it's a little bit of a weak flavor. I wish it were stronger. That's my across the board, really. Baseline C4 is 200 milligrams. I don't even get out of bed for 200 milligrams. I've been big on the it's the number 2 drink on the list, the C4 Ultimate Fruit Punch. Lately, that has been kind of the go-to. And it's strong. It works. It does what it advertises on the can. It's ultimate. So I haven't had just our plain old regular C4 in a while, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it could stand to be a little bit sweeter. But it does not have a strong chemical flavor. And it's pretty good. But yeah, hoping for a bit more. Still, it's a fine beverage. I'd take it over a Rise Fuel Sunny D. Take it over a 3D Liberty Pop, that's for sure. I would take it over the C4 Skittles. But maybe not by much. Maybe not by the yeah, like it's not better than sugar-free Red Bull. It's not better than Rockstar Recovery Orange, which has even less caffeine, to be honest. But it's still a hell of a drink. Gatorade, it's better than the Gatorade Fast Twitch Glacier Freeze. But it's not as good as the Smart Energy Black Cherry. C4 Energy Popsicle Hawaiian Pineapple. I also bought it. It doesn't go on the list because it has calories in it, but over on Discord, folks, someone was talking about Aussie lemonade, a monster juice with the flavor of Aussie lemonade. Which my first reaction to that is Australian lemonade. Aussie lemonade seems like a euphemism for piss. It tasted fine. It's number 27, our Popsicle Hawaiian Pineapple. Congratulations. I think C4 is kind of killing the game these days. I think they got a real strong lineup. I hadn't seen any new flavors out of them in the kind of normal variety for a little bit. So these popsicle ones, I was surprised to see them, but yeah. Anyway, let's rank some Nintendo games. Let's see here. Let's get that list up. 206 games on our list. Oh, from Bionic Commando all the way down to Circus Caper. That's it's a hell of a list. I don't know that. We're playing games this week that I am unsure about for sure, including one that I don't know that I've really spent any reasonable amount of time with. And the achievement stuff might be broken. There's been an ongoing issue with achievements, with retro achievements, and my ISP. And specifically, other people that have the same ISP as me are encountering the same issue. It's weird. But it may have been ironed out after last night, but I don't know. Okay, let's get into this first game. I guess I gotta set this up, huh? Okay, there's that. And there's me. Hello. This first game's a little something called... Whoa. Dragon Power. Okay, let's see what this story's about. This story began ages ago, deep inside the mountains, far, far away from the city. Goku and Nora's story starts with their trip to find 7 crystal balls. Okay, go on. Which grant their wish. Intriguing. One, Turtle Hermit, Crystal Ball. 3. Okay. Let's go on a trip. All right, whatever your name is. How do we search? Use this. Dragon Radar. Now, let's go. I'm not sure that I've ever played this before. Okay, did we find some kind of secret here? Is it? Oh, God. Okay. So what do we have? Do we have any kind of sub-screen? No. It's a good classic pause noise. Why does this hand look... Well... Alright, I've got a stick now. Whoa. Okay, so apparently there's just secrets in this game. Oh, hot side-scrolling action. I can crouch. Oh, but if I'm crouching, the attack doesn't go. What the hell? Yow! Did she get caught? This mysterious lady. I guess Nora. I guess this is Nora. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I didn't realize it was so intense. That we were in that we had a time crush as well. Whoa. Hey, it isn't. Great, just terrific dialogue, terrific English, kind of across the board here. This is like the, you know, you're walking up these. Okay, we're still hitting him there. Look, come on. Why am I fighting all these dogs? They look like a bunch of walking dogs. Hey. This doesn't feel great. Getting lucky on these fights. Said the dog, the president's a dog? What, how do you know so much about the world of dragon power? What, you know, I don't get it. Why would you assume the president is a dog? Goku and Nora, original characters, do not steal. Oh, we got a speed upgrade here. Okay. Oh no. Shall we take you to the sea? Don't joke. Look, lady. Look, Nora. Just walks out of the cutscene. Like, see you later. Sure are a lot of hidden areas in this game. I mean, that's cool, but they're a little less special. Oh, jeez. Just taking so much damage. I mean, why not just walk? Hi! I am Hermit. Who helped him? This boy helped me. To thank him, I'm giving him a gift. It's pornography. I want it too. Okay. Give me your sandwich. Why do you and Hermit want it? Quiet. Give me your sandwich. I want your sandwich, lady. This is gross. This is great. I wonder if there's a good fan trans. So does the Japanese? Will you give me your crystal ball? Okay. This makes 4. 2. Pudgy. So, if you don't know, this was a Dragon Ball game in Japan. But I don't know I don't know if the graphics were different or how different they were, because this doesn't. I feel like this character sprite does not really capture the look of Goku all that well. But I'm just not super familiar with the original version of the game. And I assume that, yes, I assume he is much more Goku-like in the original. I'm also, I have not really watched original Dragon Ball, like regular Dragon Ball, you know. So I don't know how closely this follows the story of that in terms of, like, we met Roshi and then he wanted a sandwich. And I wonder if there's a fan translation of that Japanese version that is a little more true to the original, and how if indeed what the fake bootleg Master Roshi wants is a sandwich, or, you know. Oh man, I don't even have my sword. My stick or whatever. Pudgy lives here. He does. Mischief by changing his shape. He hates to share food with people. Goku, you look for Pudgy. Me? If you beat him, I'll give you ball. It's a deal. Oh, what? Okay. Two. Pudgy. Oh, I can't skip. Okay, so the select button skips. Pudgy lives. Is that Pudgy? Did we find Pudgy? This is bizarre. Pretty incredible music. Oh, fire. The fuck? This dude just coming at me with a hammer. It really feels like there's no upside to me, like, chasing. Oh, there's a key. I probably have to get that key, huh? Hopefully it's still there. Nope. All right, we picked up a key that time. Oh, look at this trap. Devious. Music gets better every time it restarts. Ah! Dun, 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 dun. It's the classic tune. What a... Hammer guy is... Oh. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. How am I supposed to... Found Pudgy. I assume that's Pudgy. Is this child Pudgy? That's a really fucked up question to ask. I can't get mad. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it, Pudgy. Desert Gang Lancer. Frying Pan Mountain. I have to go. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? The balls have been stolen. Our crystal balls. Was that a... Oh. This is just a weird fucking game, man. I would be interested in playing like a fan translation of the Japanese version just to have a more direct, some more direct Dragon Ball-ness. I'm a big fan of the follow-up of this, Crystal Ball Z. Some cool stuff happens in Crystal Ball Z. I get why I can't jump off this ledge and why video games are the way they are, but... Okay. What did you find? Did you find all the balls? What? Sucks so much. Can't believe that cat did me dirty like that. Damn. Goku. And 5 crystal balls. I mean, we only need the 7, so I assume it's like the end of the game. But all right, maybe we don't need to see much more of this. The loop gets better every time you hear it. Oh. I guess Goku is dead again. Okay. Well. Chala head chala, I guess. This game's pretty terrible. Like, it's funny. It's funny to see it. And imagine the universe where, like, they wanted to bring this game over, but they're just like, well, we don't have the, you know, we're not really going to put the license out over here, so, like, we need to strip out, like, you know, and also, like, we can't have this old man asking this girl for panties or whatever the hell happened in that scene. So, you know, there's just a lot of stuff we got to do across the board. And, like, they went to all that work, but at some point, we're just like, yeah, I don't know, but his name's still Goku. And there's like, you know, because it's based on the myth. You know, it's a journey to the. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's just, you know, we're just going off of that thing instead. Just like, oh, okay. And yeah, no, that's yes. Also, I know one of the few things I do know about original Dragon Ball is that there's just a lot of Goku's dick in it. Which is crazy. Where does this go on the list? It's charming. I'll give it that. It does have a certain weird charm. But boy, it's I mean, is it better than Goonies 2? Like, no. Is it better than Solar Jetman Hunt for the Golden Warp Ship? No. It's no Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. This is the part where the science hurts because I'm just like, well, hey, you know, like I said, it does have a charm to it. It has something going for it, but like a lot of that is not really represented in the game itself, which is kind of piss poor. It's oh boy, is it better than the Karate Kid? Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's above Karate Kid. It's better than this Port of Skate or Die. It's better than Captain Skyhawk. It's better than Kid Clown in Nightmare World. But that's probably it. That's probably it. And so we have our new number 143. Thanks, Dragon Power. Thank you, Goku. Thank you, Nora. Pudgy. The whole gang. Lancer, everybody. Let's do another Dragon Ball dub. Let's do another fan dub of Dragon Ball that uses everything from Dragon Power that we can. We'll talk all about the crystal balls and so on and so forth. You're right. I did actually mess that up. Dragon Power is supposed to be above Kid Clown. So it is actually our new number 142. Did we fix that here too? We did. Okay. Yes. And thanks to Anch for suggesting that game. You can suggest games by joining the Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann for more details and bonus content and additional content. That thing, that thing I was talking about earlier will be going up a little later today on the Patreon. And you can suggest games, as Chili Bus has here. We'll okay, just making sure that that color setting is right there. Dragon Warrior has already been ranked. Yes, Dragon Warrior 1 is on the list. It is number 39. You can go to 8bitnintendo.science if you want to see the most recent rendition of the list. And next up is a game from Chili Bus, which I'm excited to see. I'm curious to see how this thing ends up holding up, I guess.
Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel. It's taking a little time for the game to come in and pop in there. We'll reset it so you can get the full experience.
Blades of Steel.
So much cleaner and crisper than Dribble. Blades of Steel. Whoa. I remember playing some of the arcade version of this, but didn't really have a ton of experience with the home version. I think if I disabled IPv6 on my network, this retro achievement login issue would go away. Let's see if I can do that. Well, I don't want to mess up the stream because who knows how I'm connected to Twitch, which IP, you know. All right. Too late. Let's be Los Angeles against Edmonton. Kings Oilers, baby. What era of the Kings? This is pre-Gretzky on the Kings, right? So like, what do we got? Because I'm like early '90s Kings. You know, little Luke Robitaille, Rob Blake, those guys.
Face off.
Oh. Kill him. Fuck that guy. That's right. Making it happen out here on the ice.
Face off.
Face off.
Face off.
So, you know, pretty straightforward controls. Okay, I do have goalie control. I wasn't sure if I did or not. Oh, that's not gonna... Oh. That'll go. And so that arrow where you're aiming in the net seems to just automatically go up and down. And so you just kind of have to wait until the arrow is in the right spot.
Face off.
Oh! Kill him. Okay, here we go. Ah! Oh. I love the ah sound effect. It's so good. Yeah. This feels really good. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. It's very straightforward. You know, change player and hit dudes, and then you kind of bounce off them anyway when you just run into them. Ah! Kill him! Kill him! Just murdering each other out there. Uh-oh. Ah-ha-ha! Yeah, off his skate. Ah! What a great sound effect. What a fucking amazing sound effect. This is so cool.
Face off.
I imagine that turning up the difficulty has a real impact on the fun of this game, though.
Face off.
Ah! All right. A little action between periods, sure. Here's a little Konami music for you.
Face off. Fight.
Oh, he's getting it in. No, 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 no. Oh, ah! The skate sound effects are maybe not amazing. It just sounds like weird static. Ah! Oh, I don't think I ever saw the ref pulling a guy off like that before. I think we always just skated away from the action. I love how many fucking fights are in this. It's so dumb. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Face off.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Did Mutant League Hockey come out on 8-bit systems? It did not. That was a 16-bit game. I was more of a Mutant League football guy. The hockey game never really did it for me. I just liked playing EA's hockey game at that point.
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Kill him.
Get the pass. Get the pass.
Get fucked. Sending this shit out to Edmonton. Get fucked, Edmonton. No one cares about your big mall.
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Ah!
Get the pass. Get the pass.
Whoa.
Get the pass.
Got knocked down even without a fight there. Get the puck. What? All right.
Fight.
Ah. There we go. All right. Doing good.
Face off.
But yeah, so if this is before Gretzky was on the Kings, then he would have been on the Oilers at this point, right? That was the team he was on here in the late-ish 80s. Wasn't he? He was traded in 88. Okay, so it was with
Face off. Get the pass.
Oh no. Now we're in trouble.
Face off. Get the pass. Fight.
Kill him. Kill him. That's right.
Face off.
All right, if we can just hold out for this third period. What? 1, 2. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be like a mini game or something. Scree! Blew that net's back out.
Face off.
I sent the puck screeing into the net. All right.
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Oh, what? Taking these desperation shots.
Get the pass. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Oh, man. I haven't had to play goalie much because they have not taken a lot of shots on goal. So if they got more aggressive on the shooting, I would probably be a little bit better at getting those pucks. But
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass.
wow,
Get the pass.
brutalized. Oh, I have nobody over there. It's hard to get a guy over there while also controlling the goalie, turns out. Oh, man.
Face off.
There. Reestablish dominance.
Face off.
I found my hockey cards in the garage the other day. Oh, man. After getting into hockey on the Genesis and then eventually the Sega CD version, which is basically the same thing with some FMV, I decided I was going to try to get into hockey. And it did not last. But it lasted long enough for me to buy a box of hockey cards. Oh! And I should go through them at some point, but, you know, they're probably all worthless. They were all worthless then, I know that much.
Face off. Get the pass. Ah! Get the pass. Get the pass. Ah!
Man. A more disciplined third period here. Not as many fights. I was about to say, yeah, let's say, like, yeah, hockey players I am familiar with from that era. Yager was one of the few, I guess. But I don't think I should check. I should check.
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Eric Lindros, yeah. Did he ever amount to anything? I remember him being a massive name there for a little bit. And that the cards were worth something or whatever. Like, did he kind of flame out? Lindros made the Hall of Fame? Okay. Yager's still playing overseas? All right, sure. But yeah, Eric Lindros was like, yeah, there's definitely like a, you know, next Gretzky kind of. They were trying to push him as that. I don't know, but I did not follow hockey long enough to know if anyone ever made good on that. And so I was like watching hockey when the Sharks became a team, and so there was like, I don't know, Pat Falloon was their goalie, and I remember he was kind of he seemed like sort of a big deal for a bit. Was he not a goalie? He was. I could have sworn he was. Their goalie. There. Whatever.
Face off. Get the pass. Get the pass.
Kill him. There we go.
Get the pass.
Oh, thought I could have got one. Oh, whoops, whoa. Jesus. The space bar is fast forward by default. I need to remap that.
Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel. Yeah, so what we got? We got tournament mode, 3 skill levels, handful of teams. You know, what more do you need? For an unlicensed hockey game, I mean, you know? Let's hear it one more time.
Blades of Steel.
It's good. It feels great. Like the movement feels really nice. I don't know why people talk up a game like ice hockey when Blades of Steel is right there. You know? Like, that's got a hell of a feel. It's very straightforward. It's a very quick and fun sports game. From an era when you could get away with that, you know? So I think, you know, in terms of like direct comparison, it's a better game than Double Dribble. I think it better captures the feel, or it better captures, like, it just feels better than that game does. But I would take Blades of Steel over a Willow. Dragon Warrior 1, maybe. All right. So Blades of Steel is our new number 40. Hell of a game. Send that puck screeing through the back of the net one of these days when you got a little free time. Next up, hey, we'll see what the science says. I have my doubts. Now, remember, we're only doing games that were released in North America here, so that's confusing sometimes with this specific game. Tim suggested this one. And it's called Star Wars. Okay. All right. Episode 4, a new. Okay. I mean, they've got the crawl in it. What more do you want, right? It's a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships, first evil galactic empire. Secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star. I like the formatting of this. Sinister agents. Princess Leia, custodian of the stolen plans. Sure, yeah, I don't know. Restore freedom to the galaxy. Sure. Pretty normal stuff. Pretty normal stuff. Let's see what's going on. I want to lay down. Luke Skywalker and his uncle Owen have purchased 2 droids from the Jawas. One of them seems to have disappeared. Well, that's fun. I told R2-D2 not to go, but he's faulty, malfunctioning. He kept babbling on about his mission. Well, I don't know. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. I was not controlling that. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, gotta let that dissolve on the ground first. Can I make this jump? I can. I like that he's got little Mario skids when he turns around. What the fuck? Luke Skywalker blew up. So maybe if I just walk off that ledge, this sucks already. This is garbage already. What is... You got to run back and forth until you get enough speed to fly. We'll slow down there. The action got pretty intense, so I understand. Oh, I didn't find the robot, but I found a gun. Do I have a sub-screen here? Game pause, thanks. Oh. Wait, can I... Oh, no. What is this, like, adventure game-ass bullshit? Thanks for putting the exit sign in the weird cave. Whoever did that. Oh, now we're... Seems like my only option here is to speed up. This is great. I love open world games. Alright, both start and select do that now. I cannot access the sub-screen while I am in the land speeder. Is this jizz? Wow. Wow, this music. All right, here we go. Cantina. That guy took like 8... What the... Are you fucking with me, man? 10 Continues feels like a late in development admission that the game they made is shit. Feels like a real like, oh, this is fucked. Like, and this fucking guy with his cannon over here just murdering everybody. This game came out in the 90s, like 91. Who's this idiot? Why would I do that? Who are you? Oh, okay. Now does he have a gun good enough to murder the other guy? No? Is the answer no? That guy's just invincible. Go back to him because he's got more health. He still has fucked health. Will he have his health back now, or what? Is it just checkpoint? Oh no, Han's just dead. What the and then there's two of them. What are you supposed to... Are you shitting me, dude? Did we have... it's select, but... No, still no Han Solo, huh? Wait, does that mean I have to go back in and get him? I don't have to go back in and get him, do I? Is that why I don't have him? Let's leave. Can we do that? Is this an open worldy enough thing that I can just go? This is a real messy thing, man. Like, there's ambition here for sure. You know, multiple playable characters and this weird overworld kind of thing, but like, it really needs some better signposts, some better, like, radar, directional, like, hey, go here. Hey, the Star Wars thing you're trying to do is in this direction. Okay. Haha, you thought it was the background, son, but nope. And then this is the background. This thing that also looks like it could hurt you is background, but that, no. What a good thing. What a good game. What a good game. You take so much damage from a hit, dude. What? This is... Oh, awesome. Oh, fall damage. Fall damage? This is real. This is just reality, man. I gotta get a run and start here? What? Luke Skywalker fell so hard he blew up. Oh, okay. A running, you can run. Look at that. It's like Super Mario Brothers. If we hold down the shoot button, we can run. This changes everything. Oh, that's collision on that. What was that jump? Did I just do a turnaround, like a Mario turnaround jump? What? Oh! Oh. Okay. Really hauling ass here, wouldn't? This is a really, this is impressive. All right, so I guess those up arrows are like a little, if we fall into it, does it still? Okay. Ah! You eat so much shit. Every hit does like 3 pips of health. It's crazy. And I guess these are also arrows there, so this is kind of a weird... It's such a weird way to denote... Fuck you! Ah, you just walk up the ladder and eat shit. Like, here you go. Here's 3 bullets at every height you're at, and just to give you a little extra. How do you do? At least we got that health pickup. That is more. Yeah, of course there's more. Why would I think there wouldn't be more? I like the classic soundtrack to Star Wars. It's well used here, pretty much throughout. Oh, right. I forgot that there was fall damage. Is this guy invincible too? Great. Did I do all this just for a fucking extra life? Are you fucking... One more. This, I'm having a bad time with this. Right, we aren't even going this way. Oh. Yep. Star Wars. I didn't see Darth Vader turn into a scorpion once. So seems like a real piece of crap to me. That's terrible. I had never really spent any time with that game. I was aware that there was a North American version of Star Wars, but everyone always plays the other one because it's so crazy. It's no Super Star Wars. Not that that's a meaningful comparison here, but geez. I like its little bits of ambition, you know, multiple playable characters and a menu where you can swap between them, and you know, like those sorts of things, and having a like a little bit of an open world kind of thing there, at least in the early goings, is kind of cool. But the movement is really rotten. Luke eats so much damage that you have to play with such a precision out of the gate that is like unnecessary, absolutely unnecessary. To kind of account for how poorly it controls. You know, you're kind of left like, okay, I can't really make a single mistake here because the control is not great. You transition from running into shooting, which uses the same button, is not especially awesome. It's a pretty bad game. It's a pretty bad game. It's worse than Kid Nicky Radical Ninja. It's worse than Space Shuttle Project, another game about space. Is it? I don't know. You think it's better or you think it's worse than a Dino Wars destruction of Spondylaus? I don't know. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than Spelunker. It's worse than G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero. But that's kind of the vibe I got off this game to a certain extent, is it kind of feels like, you know, that's kind of another late model NES game. It's worse than that. It's worse than Captain Skyhawk. It's worse than the Karate Kid. I'd rather play Krusty's Funhouse, that's for sure. I'd rather play Yo Noid. Purely scientifically speaking. But this is kind of feeling right somewhere around here. This is actually, now that I think, you know, the better or worse than Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. It is. It's worse than. It is worse than that, but it's worse than Turtles. But it is better than Raid on Bungling Bay. That's the actual right answer. Which is a shame because, like I said, there is something resembling ambition to this game. You know, but here it is, our number 174. Congratulations to the makers of Star Wars, the Disney Corporation. They invented it, and so good on them. Well, I mean, they made everything that is cool. ESPN, Mickey Mouse, Luke Skywalker. You know, like you don't get no better than that. And thanks to Tim for suggesting that. Fandle suggests our next game. I feel like this one's just going to rip my heart out and stomp all over it. This one is, I have some personal love for this. It's a little game called Donkey Kong 3. The third Donkey Kong. You play as a cool dude named Stanley the Bugman, Nintendo's mascot. Maybe you've heard of him. And like the other Donkey Kong games, it's a shooter. And you spray Donkey Kong in his taint to get him to go away. And we can jump here by pushing up on the stick. It's like it's a one button game. We get this super shooter here, and then we can really hit him in his nuts. The bugs are trying to steal the flowers. And you have to stop them. We'll come into this level with our super shooter from the previous round. So you kind of want to just use it as best you can here. Yeah. Like that. Stanley the Bugman wins. Oh boy. Ah, that worm got down here. Now when you shoot them, they just freeze, and that's not very useful. Get the... You! Real king and balloon action here, but without the cool speech. You can also win by killing all the bugs. We lost a flower, so we'll get a less of a bonus here. And a missile command like situation. Now we see the... I can't just jump up from the center anymore because... Oh, there's so many worms down here. Oh boy. Okay, now we died. We got our super bug spray back. We can just get it. Get out! Give him the business before the worms get in the way. All right, yeah, awesome. And that's kind of it. That's Donkey Kong 3. Now we'll see some new bugs here. Oh! Get fucked, Donkey Kong. I'm spraying murderous chemicals onto your dick and balls. Oh, you fuckers. Crawl away, you dickheads. I've got monkey nuts to spray. Hell yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, Donkey Kong must really want these flowers. I don't know. Oh. Oh, that's some bad jumps there. It's going to cost us. Oh. I think in the arcade version, all the bugs stay on screen and they swarm your corpse when you die. I could be misremembering that. Step off. This game, maybe it was different where you live, but I feel like I only saw one cabinet of this in the era when it would have been a new game. It was not something that would seem like it was very well distributed. Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., you saw those arcade cabinets everywhere. Oh. That's Donkey Kong 3. It's pretty straightforward, you see your loops, you see, how many levels it has and all that sort of stuff. Like I said, I think the only real, I talk a lot about Donkey Kong 3. But we have to set that aside because we're doing science here. It's that's not important. I have a love of this game. Because it is such a weird off-brand thing. Donkey Kong, you got Jumpman, he's got to save the girl from the monkey. Very straightforward. Donkey Kong Jr., the man has the monkey captured, and the monkey's son must fight to free the monkey. Very, you're flipping it on its head. And then you get to Donkey Kong 3, and you're like, what the fuck, who is Stanley? What the fuck is going on? Like, what is Donkey Kong? Why does he want these flowers? Why is a shooter? What is, did the makers of Radar Scope want another crack at it? Like, what the, so Donkey Kong 3 is just a weird, just concept, for like the follow-up to Donkey Kong Jr., for it to just be this weird platformer shooter sort of thing. You're not climbing around and running and jumping and doing all the stuff that you do in the previous two games. And so it's just sort of a weird, it's a weird game. So you understand why, I think when you see it in action, you understand why maybe Stanley the Bugman has not had a great run after this game. I think, the only place he's really shown up has been as like a trophy in Smash Brothers, right? I don't think he's made any other appearances, which is a shame. I think that like what if, I think it would take some of the heat off of some of these Mario games too, honestly. Like if Super Mario Sunshine starred Stanley the Bugman, you would probably feel a little bit better about it. You'd be like, yeah, I don't know, man. Stanley. He's got a water pack this time instead of a bug spray, but he's still shooting shit. That's Stanley for you. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It just feels like this weird kind of, I guess, ignored portion of Nintendo's legacy, or it's, I guess, as ignored as anything else. There's so many things in their legacy that they never really touch. So it's maybe not that weird that Donkey Kong 3's Stanley doesn't get much more than a Smash Brothers mention. And, and this game shows up in some form in, like, there's probably an Animal Crossing that has Donkey Kong 3 in it, I'm sure. There's probably a WarioWare micro game at some point based on this, if I remember correctly. I believe there in fact is. And so they make it a weird pull for that sort of stuff, but I'm sure NES Remix maybe would have a little bit of this in there. But it's fun to imagine the alternate universe where Stanley became Nintendo's hero of choice. This game is okay. Donkey Kong 3, it's okay. I feel like it is innovative for its time. That's a 1984 Famicom release. Obviously, it would come out in the US years later. So by the time it comes out in the US, we've already kind of been through the arcade and the crash of the 2600 and all this other stuff. And so the NES is coming back around and doing its thing. And some, like a lot of the other early NES games, they came out years before in Japan, and it shows. And you're like, these are very simple arcade ports. There's really not that much to them. And it's kind of whatever. But I do appreciate that Donkey Kong 3 kind of is what it is. Because it is this weird, outlier for the franchise, for the Donkey Kong franchise. For a company that was about to make all of its decisions based around what could they do with Mario, it's like a really fascinating time for this other character to have a thing, especially in a Donkey Kong game, as opposed to just like, it being its own thing. I would be curious. I would be interested in reading like some specifics as to why this game was made and how like the decisions were made to make it a different guy, where they're like, Mario, we've established him as a carpenter and a slaver now that he's keeping Donkey Kong in a cage. So, by the time we get to this game, they're not that far off from having Mario Brothers come out, and, they're doing their Game & Watch stuff at the time and kind of further building out the early days of Mario. The transition from Jumpman to Mario and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That is all interesting to think about, but it doesn't really change what we're really thinking about here, which is this is a very straightforward arcade port. It's a quirky arcade game, and that's fun. It's a game that I feel like a lot of people don't know about especially these days. I feel like this game has kind of been lost to time. And so it is it is not the most lost Mario game. It's not even the most lost Mario like game starring Stanley. We could go to that PC 88 Donkey Kong game if we really want to see some weird shit. It's been too long since I played that. But like, this is worse than Donkey Kong, just as a game. But it's no golf. You'd rather play Gyromite. Is it worse than baseball, or is it better than baseball? It's worse than baseball. Baseball is good for what it is. It just got replaced so quickly by so many other games. but that's probably the right spot for it. But yeah, I love that game. I love Donkey Kong 3. It's just, but really, it's a pretty subpar thing, you know. Even in its original arcade format, there's something about it that you're like, this is just fucking strange. Where'd that end up? There we go. Worse than baseball. Number 121, Donkey Kong 3. It's no baseball, but it's better than Solstice: The Quest for the Staff of Deimos. I think we can all agree. Go out there and buy your conversion kits today. Convert your Donkey Kongs into Donkey Kong 3 and see massive earnings, operators. Nuh-uh. Chris suggests the next game, and I have fooled with this game in the past, but never to a great degree. And it seems like a game, this always seemed like a game that could be really good. But I've never really spent a ton of time with it, so I honestly don't know. It's from your friends at Taxan, not to be confused with Naxat, totally different thing. And it's 8 Eyes. The Thinking Man's Castlevania. I like this demo mode where the player character does not move. 1989, so, you know, well after Castlevania, and it's got like this game seems like illegal is not the word, but from your friends at Thinking Rabbit. Thinking Rabbit, I feel like, is primarily known for making different versions of Sokoban, right? They did Shove It the Warehouse game for the Genesis, if I remember correctly, as well as every other version of that concept in this era, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think that's... This is a weirdly River City Ransom looking menu right here. There's something about this, the periods, there's just... I like that in-game it's got an apostrophe, but I believe the box art does not have that. Oh, I hit the select button and it showed me this. I don't know. Is that a password screen, probably? Oh, we can choose. Okay. The House of Ruth. Yankee Stadium? Weird place to end a game like this, but okay. So I can stab, I can crouch and stab, and then if I hit up and attack, the bird goes into action. And the bird goes around and will bird up and murder dudes, and then I can hit up and the button again to recall the bird. I appear to have picked up a sub-weapon, but I don't know how to use it. Oh. Is this dude with us? Why? Oh, no. No, he's not. Maybe the bird will kill him. This little fucking guy. This is fucked. This it feels relentless. Okay, so it looks like I've hit down and jump to use sub-weapons. That seems like... This music is so, like, weirdly straightforward out of the gate that it reminds me of Ninja Kid. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I was trying to throw knives at this guy, but apparently I didn't have any knives. This invincible dude here who just walks back and forth sure sucks. Dude, this, like I said, relentless attacks. I feel like if I get the wrong color of cross, it's like reducing my health. I don't know. Like they outreach me with that weapon that they've got. It's fucked up, man. This is fucked up. The bird doesn't seem useful. We'll let the bird go. Let's try Italy. I like that every level starts with a door for me to open. All right, let's call the bird out and let's figure out how the bird works. Okay, so it looks like down an attack will get the bird to go. Bird ain't never where you need him. The way the bird just flies back and forth and does not like stay near the enemy that it last hit or anything like that is really maddening. Oh. Oh. Apparently that knife just missed him. Ball. Okay. This naked dude with a pitchfork. Hey, Bird, you want to come down here? Bird. Oh! The weird fall down the stairs thing is real weird. It's real weird. Oh, and everything spawns so fucking fast. Can't make that jump. What are we... So I guess now we need to let the bird out down here, and then we go up. I like the bird, these bird mechanics are interesting. Oh, we got a boss meter. Oh, this kinetic card. Fuck me. Like, every enemy is annoying. You know what I mean? Like, the range on that sword, like the... Okay, so that's a health pickup. Okay, so it's not bad per se. It's just, okay. Fuckers. Like, every enemy feels like a bad time, you know? But it's neat. Like, you know, I like the structure of, like, hey, we're gonna have these, like, relatively short areas. And you're gonna, and, you know, there's always gonna be this, like, door thing at the end. And you're gonna have to, like, account for that, or rather, you know... I guess it's just one trick. I was gonna say you're gonna have to figure out how to open the door, but the trick is always like fucking get the bird to do it. What? All right. No! Get away. Great. Just chewing my bird up. Oh, fuck, shit. Yeah, man, every enemy has a weapon longer than yours. It's screwed up. It's messed up. Get me out of here. That's not even a boss. Get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I don't want to do this. That's what this game has been so far. Is a series of like, oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I don't want to be here. Unfortunately, this is the boss. So, oh, where'd he go? Apparently he's immune to boomerangs. Fuck. Look at how little damage I did to that guy. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe this game's terrible. No. I like the weird enemy variety. Like every few screens you see something and you're like, what the fuck? Look at those fucking guys. I don't think I can make that jump. Can I? Oh, I can go down. All right. Look at this fucking guy. Oh, he sucks too. Oh, I missed the button. Get the button. Yeah, there's like something to this. It's just a lot of execution stuff that feels off, you know? Like how much damage we were doing to that boss, and maybe that's something where, like, I don't know if you get anything for finishing these levels. This fucking... You just eat shit so easily in this game. Don't kill my bird. I won't be able to open these doors. Oh boy. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to win that fight. I mean, I guess do I jump over that stuff? But there's so much of it that it felt like one of those was going to hit me every time. But let's take a look at Germany. Did we just die for falling? Oh, okay. Ah, I'm gonna get you. Look at my pitchfork. You're in trouble now. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the enemy design. I think the idea around the bird is cool. Okay. Nope, that doesn't go anywhere. Oh, is this the beginning of the stage? I feel like I had a fucking gun that doesn't hit this guy at all. Well, what fun is that? Just let me, I'm just gonna... Oh. Just eating shit now. Look at this guy. Wait, this is... Okay, I went through a door and I thought that would bring me to a totally different area, but no, it is just... Even through the door, I'm still part of the same maze. I thought it would just be like a different maze, but no. Huh. Alright. Yeah, we went through this way last time, and that got us to a door. All right, let's go. But I'm sure, yeah, that there's... This fucking guy. Now we're back here. What fun. Again, you know, I think that this is, you know, in different degrees, in different quantities for sure, but like there is sort of a ambition versus execution aspect to this that is not entirely unlike Star Wars. Oh yeah, now that doesn't get us anywhere. Oh. Anyway, I suspect that there is a right way, you know, there's a right order for these levels, right? And presumably, if we look at the health meter and how it is maxing out before it is full, then, you know, there's going to be a path. This feels like one of those games where in Japan they were like, go with God, man, figure it out. Figure out the path yourself. But maybe in the US they were like, all right, in the back of the manual, we're going to tell you what to do. Looping forever. We're trapped in this maze for the rest of our days. All right, that's 8 eyes. Yeah, you know, there's an idea at the core of that, right? Where it's almost like they are taking Castlevania and Mega Man and going like, yeah, we can kind of just, but none of that stuff feels great out of the gate. Maybe it's a situation where when you get through the first few of the levels, you start getting enough upgrades that you're having a better time with it overall, but like it's rough, but like not a bad idea, just executed in ways that you're like, you see elements of this that could be maybe have done a little bit smoother, or perhaps slightly friendlier. Slightly, you know, it's a difficult game. That's fine. But I think starting out and having a bunch of enemies that just outrange you, it makes for tedium because you're like, okay, now I've got to wait for this guy to stick 3 times. Then I run in and get my 1 hit in, back off, let him do it again, then run in and bap, and then get one more time. Maybe I can get the bird to get a hit in. The bird is an interesting idea, but then the bird just kind of flies back and forth, right? And so you maybe get 1 attack in with the bird, and then the bird's flying over here, and you're like, all right, well, when he comes back around, if I haven't killed this guy yet, maybe I'll get another bird shot in. So like better control out of the bird out of the gate probably would have been nice. Or just a smarter bird. through today's AI technology, we're pleased to announce our remake of Eight Eyes: The Bird is Smarter. But that's a lot of ups and downs. Where does that leave us? Where does that get it on the list, you know? I think you'd be better off playing Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. Rambo, there's a certain amount of like mystery to that game as well, and but you know, and the combat is Rambo is god awful. And that's another case of like, boy, if this knife was a little bit longer, maybe this game would be a little bit better. But I do think this game is slightly worse than Rambo. You know what? It is worse than Wizards and Warriors. As much as Wizards and Warriors is fuck Wizards and Warriors. As much as I can happily say that, it's worse than Little Nemo the Dream Master. That's for sure. It's worse than MC Kids. It's worse than Wampum. Definitely. Is it worse than a lot of this stuff? Yeah, we're kind of in this block of these arcade ports that ended up a little clumped together. I'd rather play Lunar Pool. That's for damn sure. I'd rather play Russian Attack. I'd definitely rather play Akari Warriors. But scientifically speaking, I think where we're at here is right about there. And oops. All right, let's get that, copy that, paste that in. Oh man, lost it. There it is. At number 115, it's Eight Eyes. Congratulations. It's better than 10-Yard Fight. But it's no space shuttle project, which is a charming little game. We're kind of cooking through games today for once. I feel like we are somehow getting more games done today than normal. I shouldn't, you know, but we're this next one, maybe this one will be, we'll see. Michael recommended this one. It's unlicensed. It's from your friends at Color Dreams. 1991. It's Operation Secret Storm. Objects you will encounter. Push select to throw bomb. Heart adds 2 to health. Grenade gives 1 bomb. Up. Unlicensed video games. You know, they're unlicensed video games. All right, that color of grenade gives 10 bombs, and that gives 10 shots. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I don't know what this even is. Okay, Basra. Yeah, okay, yeah. You really made this, huh? Oh, good God. This is what it was like over there, man. Oh, it's the guy. Here's the guy from Eight Eyes. Naked Stick Man. How do I shoot? Do I just not have any bullets? Or grenades? I guess not. Down and the attack button does this little forward hop kick. Up and attack does whatever this is. Oh man. Outnumbered. Outgunned. But we'll do it for freedom? Well, oil. I mean, you know. I don't know if you've seen the price at the pump lately, but we've got to kick this guy in the face until we can get a tank of gas for $30. It's war. What in the fuck am I looking at, man? We have no grenades. We seem to have no bullets. It seems like all I can really do is just punch and kick. Man, this is, Oh, Saddam's got an evil bird! Birds are symbols of American freedom. How dare... You've gone too far. That's the music you're getting. Why is the bird stomping the ground and making the ground shake? Oh. Thankfully, we got 54 points and liberated that part of Iraq. Bullets. Jump up and caught that one. What am I looking at? Why is this? Never before have I felt so strongly, so much love and appreciation for the Nintendo seal of quality as I am right now. Never before. I'm a believer. So, premise aside, so let's talk about it, I guess, because if the music is playing, I can't form a sentence. Let's talk about it for real. The movement is fucking terrible. You have, so just hitting the button does this really no range punch. Down and attack does this little hop kick, which like seems like it might be kind of neat, but so you can do it in the air. And then up and attack does whatever this does. And then if we had grenades, the select button would throw them. If we had bullets, then pushing just the B button would shoot instead of punch, I guess. You see he kind of pulls his gun out there, I guess, is what that's supposed to be. Bullets only seem to hit that one guy and not the other one. Did he bat it back at? No, he was just shooting. That's what it was. All right, we're out of bullets again. No real on-screen indicator for how many bullets you have. This walk animation is... Oh, makes me long for the heady days of Treasure Master. Now that's a walk cycle. I love the pause in the music. I love the pause in the music. Just like it's going to stop and be silent for a while and then loop. What the fuck? Oh, now there's 3 guys. No problem. For America. I'm in... holy shit. I am fucking shocked, man. According to the Phantom Knot on the Discord here, Sandy Sims is an American composer who wrote the music to a Color Dreams game. Sandy Sims is a possible alias for John Dwyer. Color Dreams founder Dan Lawton said it probably stood for Sandy as a slang term and Sims as in simulated music. Everything about that sentence, like, who wrote the music to a Color Dreams game? Sandy as a slang term for what? Do I want to know? Weird that someone wouldn't want their real name on this. Good pickup noise. What a quality sound. This is really something. This is. Every part about this feels bad. The collision on the hits, the way this guy keeps shooting at you. I cannot believe this. I've never seen this before. I did not know that this game existed before right now, or before last night when I put it on the list. And I loaded it up and looked at the title screen and then said, okay, it boots. So cool. Like, that's all I just wanted to make sure that it ran. And I was like, oh, it doesn't look like it's a light gun game, so it looks like pretty straightforward. Cool, we'll put this on the list. And now here we are. I am... You know, while Nintendo's lawyers got the gun hot, maybe they should finally track down old Sandy Sims and his crew and take care of business. These are the real criminals. So up and attack does something. It makes them just kind of bounce away, kind of the same way the other hits do. So is that a knee strike or something? Or oh, the sweet silence. Oh. Do you think the people that made this game were like really good at it and they could finish it in one sitting? I'm gonna have this. This is I will have to find a task run of this. I will have to find a speed run of this and watch it. How long do you think it took to make this? How long? How much time do you think was spent making this? 2 months? 1? So it seems like this up button attack is actually relatively powerful because it does fling them away, which is maybe not the greatest thing for these guys that are shooting me when they're far away, but My head hurts so much now. Oh, dude. The testers. What? Someone in chat's talking about testers. You think humans tested this game? Come on. Come on. Objects you will encounter. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Pro gaming. Wait, pro gaming? Not programming? Is John Balish an esports icon for this one? This title screen is also so much to look at. Anyway, this is it's a Color Dreams classic. Holy smokes. Did John Balish go on to code anything else? I mean, what was the career like after this one? I imagine after Operation Secret Storm, people were breaking down his door going like, we need to get you on some officially licensed stuff. Huh. Is Operation Secret Storm better or worse than Contra? It's probably worse. Looks like Operation Secret Storm was John Balish's last game. So maybe if he was working under his own name, but maybe they knew not to put their real names on it. Well, especially if they're making unlicensed games, maybe they didn't want to actually get sued by Nintendo, or they thought like that maybe they would have or something, so they wanted to be careful, but who knows? That is it's a pretty bad game. It's worse than Shatterhand. It's worse than Nintendo Tetris. It's worse than Double Dragon. It's worse than Low G-Man, the Low Gravity Man. It's worse than The Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. Oh, according to the credits on, I guess, Moby Games. That's what that looks like. Programming by John Balish. Graphics by Nancy Balish. So a family effort. On the tasteful visuals. It's worse than Elevator Action. It's worse than Tiger Heli. It's worse than Marble Madness. It's worse than Dr. Mario. It's worse than Break Time, the National Pool Tour. It's worse than Dig Dug 2, Trouble in Paradise. It's worse than that shitty version of Tubin. It's worse than Deadly Towers. It's worse than The Black Bass USA. It's worse than Super Pitfall. I would much rather play Master Chew and the Drunkard Hugh, or Who, or Hugh, whatever, Hugh. I would rather spend hours with Taboo the Sixth Sense. Chiller is a better game, also unlicensed. Swamp Thing seems like one of the greatest games ever created compared to that. Do not bring your evil here. It's worse than Athena. Huh. It's like significantly worse than Athena. It's like it's a lot worse than Athena. It's worse than Circus Caper. It's worse than Circus Caper. Like it almost belongs on a separate list. Like holy shit. I'm taken aback by Operation Secret Storm. I am taken aback by the quality of that game. I am shocked. You know, obviously, unlicensed games are all over the place. A lot of them are. Congratulations to everyone involved, the Valesh family, as well as Sandy Sims, for their work on Operation Secret Storm. I didn't think it would get this. I didn't think it would get this bad. This is I'm really I'm at a loss for words here, I guess. That's what I would say. Operation Secret Storm is a really foul piece of software. Is it better than Custer's Revenge? Okay, look. If we want to really have this conversation, Custer's Revenge, let's set it is very problematic. Obviously. But there's a mechanical purity to Custer's Revenge that is not entirely unlike elements of BC's Quest for Tires, which is a quality game. I would rather play Custer's Revenge than Operation Secret Storm. Oh, man. Next up, a little game from your friends at Data East. This is a licensed game, an arcade hit. It's Karate Champ. You know what? I'm going to run the other revision because the retro achievement thing popped up in a timely fashion, which makes me wonder if that connection issue is fixed. So we're going to check. Nope. Probably still broken. I have to disable IPv6 on my network, I guess. If that's supposedly the fix. Karate Champ, one of the original fighting games, one of the first fighting games. In arcades, this game was released in a couple of different formats, one of which was just 2 joysticks, and you would do moves by, pushing one direction on one stick and one direction on the other, and it was a classic in its era. I don't remember how it controls on the NES. Now you got 2 buttons, Begin, but that's so. Oh, I turned around. You don't want to do that. Oh, I did it again. Now I want to turn around. Got him. Full point. So I assume, I don't know if karate scoring is really like this, but a handful of video games have used this point system where the first person to get 2 points wins. And depending on how you take them out, you'll get a full point or a half point. Bah! Oh! Kick that motherfucker in his face. How's that just a half point? I got that dude in it. All right. Now do we do a bonus game? We do. Good. Good. These backgrounds are so weird because the ground is so indistinct. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Yeah. That's the thing with this game is sometimes you find yourself facing the wrong way. When you don't know what you're doing, you don't always know how to turn around. I feel like with all versions of Karate Champ, just the hitboxes are sometimes a little like weird. You know, it's sometimes hard to. Oh, judge. Damn it. Oh, did it again. I see. There's elements of the buttons that will reverse themselves if you're facing the other way. That's why I'm having trouble with it. Okay. Pop. Oh. I think the begin sample is such a classic. Yeah. Like, I never know if I'm supposed to kick him or just dodge him. This is vicious. Oh. Punched me right in my face. I don't like it. Oh. Go going all over the world, baby. The middle of the desert. This cool tree branch. This fucking dirty back alley. Oh, turn around. There we go. Oops. Oh, got behind me. So I could timer scam him if I can just not get hit for this 10 seconds or whatever. I am ahead on points. Or I could just win. Hell yeah. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. This is maybe better than I've ever done at Karate Champ. Well, actually, you know what? This came out on Xbox Live Arcade. I want to say that I might have gotten all the achievements in it. Now here we are up in these trees. Sure. Just standing on a JPEG. Oh. Whew. Yeah. Back kick. Oh. Oh. Yeah, hell yeah. Got him in his junk that time. Oh! Brutal. I love it. I love that jump kick. It feels like you should get a full point for that jump kick every single time. All right. Thought I was going to lose this one, but... Still might, but if I can just land one more hit. Like that. He's happy. He's jumping up and down. In the arcade, there was a weird bonus stage where you would, there were all these bowls, jump up and down to bounce around. Oh. Yeah. I was terrible at this game as a kid, especially with the dual joysticks and stuff. I just had a hard time just wrapping my head around how you controlled it, you know? It was just hard to do it. Oops. I keep doing that, though. I keep fucking up there. Begin. See, I did it again. Ha. Caught him in his stupid face. This is the easily the best I've ever done at the NES version of this game. I got no points for that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be breaking those or. Here we are on a beat up bootleg looking version of a Double Dragon background. Ah, I did it again. This game's cool. It's if you really want to play a game like this, I recommend playing either. Well, you know, really, I would at this point say you should be playing IK Plus, which is a great C64 / Amiga game in this same format, but kind of better in every way. It's still a one-button game on those platforms. In fact, actually, there was a GBA version of that game that came out that is kind of cool too. I mostly played that game though as World Karate Championship on Atari home computers. And that's a great game. But IK Plus is kind of like the upgraded full realization of that format. Yeah, that's an Archer McLean joint. And it's awesome. It's such a good game. It's so cool. Oh. This is decent. I mean, you know, for what it is, right? It's a very, you know, it is the first fighting game, you know? And that counts for something, but not necessarily in the format of our list. It's a very straightforward arcade port. It's missing some of the stuff from the arcade version. There were Karate Champ cabinets that did not allow for 2-player, that only had one set of controls on it. And then there were some that allowed for versus play. And it's neat. It was always a neat game. It was very difficult I to control back then. But yeah, always a really cool game. I remember when I had to go to some kid's birthday party at the roller skating place, and they made me put on skates. And I didn't know how to stand on roller skates at all. And so I had to just kind of like hold on to arcade machines to prop myself up. And they had Karate Champ there. And I remember playing a lot of Karate Champ that day. Yeah, the arcade game, I think when you first start it up, it actually walks you through some of the moves. It gives you like a little practice of just like, here, do this, now do this. And shows you some of the basic inputs, and if you do them right, you get points for it. I think that was kind of the idea, to kind of just show you a little bit about how it controlled. And yeah, I don't know, man. Karate Champ is cool. It's not like a fun. I don't think it's not especially fun to go back to now, You can play some verses, you can play against another person and have like a reasonably good little time with it. But I would be hard pressed to stick with it for a really long time. You know what I mean? But that's a separate conversation, right? I mean, talking about it in like at the pantheon of fighting games or something like that is a much harder sell. Well, I'd say that Karate Champ is better than Operation Secret Storm. It's better than roller games. But, we're kind of, it's not, it's no Skate or Die. It's certainly no, G.I. Joe or Battletoads or, it's Dragon Power has kind of more going for it. But it's the 2-button control scheme that it goes with, having 2 buttons to work with instead of the dual sticks is an interesting kind of twist, but it's finicky. Like I still have to think about it as like as a dual stick game because of the way that they kind of built the controls. It's sort of still kind of sticks to some of the concepts, I suppose, but it's because the button controls reverse when you are facing the other way. And sort of like, I guess actually the opposite of Double Dragon 2. No, I mean, that's, yeah. Because Double Dragon 2 had directional attacks. This sort of does as well. Sort of. But it's like, yeah. It's difficult to describe some aspects of the moves that you have at your disposal and how you select those moves. But generally, you're pushing a direction on the D-pad and you're pushing one of the buttons. And, each direction is going to give you a different thing. And each button then will give you a different thing on top of that. It's like it's probably right in this realm here because I'm having a hard time determining like is it above or below 1942, scientifically speaking, of course. It's better than Dick Tracy, which again is one of those games that has an ambition to it that doesn't necessarily make it a good game, but even though I think Jurassic Park is a pretty no man, Karate Champ's not that bad. Karate Champ is let's really think this through, man. Let's think about some of the stuff higher on the list and really put it through the paces. It's worse than Cowboy Kid, worse than Snow Brothers, worse than Road Blasters. It's no Little Mermaid. But like when we get into this kind of like some of these other arcade ports specifically, like I think this game holds up a little bit better. But it's very straightforward, especially if you're playing alone. I mean, obviously, if you're playing versus mode, that's a whole separate beast, and it's a better time. But yeah, it is so very straightforward. Like this weird Portal Load Runner is probably a better game. I would say it is below Solstice, The Quest for the Staff of Deimnos. Pictionary's got that great music. I mean, is it better or is it worse than Dino Wars' destruction of Spondylus? Spondylouse? Spondylus. That's what we're going to do. All right. Congratulations to Karate Champ. It's our new number 125. It's, it's better than Dino Wars' destruction of Spondulaus. It's better than Spelunker, but it's in that same kind of zone. Wow, that was the full list of games I had pulled for today. I thought we would maybe not even get to 8 Eyes because we've been averaging about 5 games an episode, but we got through some more stuff. I am, again, scarred is not the word, but congratulations to Operation Secret Storm for being our new bottom. I didn't think it would get worse than Circus Caper, but it did. It got so much worse than Circus Caper. I'm again flabbergasted. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. If you're here with me live, hello. If you're watching this later on YouTube, you can get to the YouTube channel by going to guard.bike and it'll redirect you there. Thanks everyone for watching. If you're on the Patreon, you can look forward to, I believe it's 2.5 hours of me and Glenn talking about Danny Boy's Pizza Place and the new additions, Las Vegas residency, all in the context of us reviewing or talking in depth about WWE 2K24. So that'll show up, that'll pop up on the Patreon as soon as I have time to get it uploaded. Should be later today. I'll split it out as audio as well for people that want it in a podcast format as well. So look forward to that over at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. You can also sign up for the advisory panel over there. And you can help direct this, as Michael did when he suggested Operation Secret Storm. Thanks, Michael. We'll be back next week. Now that we firmly established the bottom, everything has to be better, right? I mean, surely a game won't be worse than Operation Secret Storm.